Hello everyone, welcome to Geotechnical Engineering lecture series. So today we are going to discuss weathering and its types. So we have discussed that weathering is a process which is responsible for the formation of soil from rock. So this weathering is of three types. The first one is the physical weathering, and the second one is the chemical weathering, and the third one is the biological weathering. Third one is the biological weathering. In each type of weathering, so some soils are formed. So from physical weathering, some soils are formed, and from chemical weathering, some soils are formed, and from biological weathering, some soils are formed. So in the first lecture, we have discussed that the soils may be organic or inorganic, depends upon the source of its origin. So what I am trying to convey is, for example, if the soil is formed from physical weathering, then its nature is different. If the soil is formed from the chemical weathering, then its nature is different. And if the soil is formed from the biological weathering, then its nature is different. That means the soil may be organic or inorganic, depends on the process from which it is formed. So we will discuss each process of weathering in detail. So coming to physical weathering, so this physical weathering takes place due to the erosion of rocks by air, water, or glaciers. Erosion of rocks by air, water, or glaciers. And also it is formed due to alternate freezing and thawing cycles. Alternate freezing and thawing cycles. So this is nothing but, for example, this is a rock. In the rocks there may be some weak areas. So we can say void. For example, if rainfall happened at this place, then this water penetrates into the rock. So due to alternate freezing and thawing cycles occurs due to temperature changes. For example, if the temperature decreases, then this water becomes ice. If temperature increases, then this ice becomes water. So that means due to alternate freezing and thawing cycles continuously, this water which is present in this rock can able to break the rock and it is carried away by the air, water, or maybe glaciers. So that means erosion is taking place at that area, so which is ultimately responsible for the formation of soil. And also we can see some plants are there. Those plants can grow even in rock. For example, this may be a rock. We can see some plants also. So when the plants keep on growing, then the roots are that much hard enough to break the rock, ultimately, which is also responsible for the formation of soil. So for which types of soils are formed from physical weathering? So from physical weathering, the soils which are formed are known as coarse grained soils. So coarse grained soils are formed due to physical weathering. Coarse grained soils are cohesionless soils. So examples are sands as well as gravel. So that means the soils which are formed from the physical weathering does not have any cohesion between its particles. So what is the shape of the particles which are formed from the physical weathering? The shape may be angular or subangular or round shaped structures. The shape may be angular or subangular or round shaped structures. So in this type of weathering, the soils which are formed does not have any intermolecular forces between them. That means from one particle to another particle there will not be any force between them. So that is why these are tend to have a single grained structure. A single grained structure. We will be discussing about these structures in soil structures and clay mineralogy in a detailed manner. So this is about the physical weathering. Physical weathering takes place due to the erosion of rocks by air, water or glaciers, or it is also formed from alternate freezing and thawing cycles due to temperature changes. So which types of soils are formed from physical weathering? Coarse grained soils. So examples are sands as well as gravel. So the shape may be angular or subangular or round shaped structure. So the structure which is present in this physical weathering means the soils which are formed from the physical weathering are known as coarse grained soils, and the structure which is present in these soils is single grain structure. So this is about the physical weathering. Coming to the chemical weathering. So chemical weathering takes place. So in air, water or glaciers, the chemical action of alkalis and acids present in these air, water or glaciers. That means in air, water as well as in glaciers, there may be some alkalis and acids. Alkalis means bases and acids means acids. So these alkalis and acids are responsible for a type of weathering known as this chemical weathering. So in chemical weathering, there may be certain process. It may be due to oxidation. It may be due to carbonation. It may be due to solution. It may be due to leaching. That means in chemical weathering there is some chemical process which is involved for the formation of soil. So that process may be oxidation, carbonation, solution or leaching. So which types of soils are formed from chemical weathering? So chemical weathering leads to the formation of certain types of soils whose size is less than 2 micron. Whose size is less than 2 micron. That means the type of soil is clayey soil. These clay type of soils are having large plate-like structures. Plate-like structure means this plate-like structures. So due to these plate-like structures, these are having a high specific surface area. High specific surface area. Specific surface is nothing, area is nothing but surface area per unit volume. If we take a unit volume, so the surface area will be more in that unit volume. Okay. So what is the good thing about this clay type of soils? So the good thing about this clay type of soils is, so the surface bonding forces are highly predominant in this clay type of soils. Surface bonding forces are nothing but, for example, when water is added to clay, it attracts. It absorbs the water, not absorb, absorbs. Absorb means retain and hold. That means it can able to retain the water for a longer amount of time. So that is a good thing about this clay. So having surface bonding forces are more predominant in these soils. Surface bonding forces are more predominant in these soils. So chemical weathering, once again I'll discuss. This type of weathering takes place due to the presence of alkalis and acids present in this air, water or glaciers. So this chemical weathering leads to the formation of crystalline particles of size less than 2 micron. So these are known as clay minerals. So if it is less than 2 microns, means we cannot see the clay type of particles with our naked eye. So the surface bonding forces are more predominant in these soils, and these are having a high specific surface area. This is what about chemical weathering. And coming to the biological weathering, so some organic acids. So organic acids released by some bacteria. That means there is an involvement of bacteria here for the formation of these soils from biological weathering. So this organic acids released by some bacteria causes a type of weathering known as biological weathering. So organic acids released by some bacteria causes a type of weathering known as biological weathering. So this is about what about the types of weathering. We have discussed about physical weathering and chemical weathering and biological weathering. In the next class, we will be discussing about residual soil and different types of transported soils. So thanks for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel.